Lights out and away we go for round 2 of the World Echelon Racing Association here at Kyoto. It's early morning hours here at Kyoto, so track temps will be lower, which means a slicker track. We will, however, see higher temps later on, causing faster pace but heavier tire wear. Qualifying set the tone early. Rage secures pole, but he's the only driver gambling on softs at the front. Most of the grid commits to mediums for consistency, while Rustic and Colonel Mustard roll the dice on hards. Right away, 3 strategies are in play. Softs for early track position, mediums for balance, hards for the long game. This race won't just be about outright pace, it's about tire life, timing, and execution. And right away, we already have iCrazy and Andrew going side by side, fighting for position. And just behind them, we have positions 9 through 12 are rubbing doors. On board with Raul here, and he strikes Empire, jumps him up from 11th to 9th place. Looks like Andrew taking that outside move on iCrazy earlier might have cost him, as Ace is now in the race fighting for 7th position. He's going to take that outside line. And he does get past Andrew, claiming 7th place. And trouble early. Colonel Mustard loses the rear end on cold hards while pushing. That's the risk of the harder compound. Lap 2, and Rage begins stretching the advantage. The softs are delivering exactly what they were meant to. Early race pace. Now on board with Empire. And Andrew runs wide into the grass. And Empire's going to take advantage again from 11th to 8th in just a couple of laps. Huge opening stint for him. By lap 3, the front 4 begin to break away. Rage, Guy 420, Earnhardt, and Saragon. Clean air and strong pace. They're setting the tone early in this race. Lap 3, and there's going to be a small mistake from iCrazy, running him a little wide, and Ace moves into 6th place. Minor error carrying major consequences. Lap 4, and disaster. Saragon disconnects. Absolutely heartbreaking. He had a clear podium pace today. Up front, the balance begins to shift. Rage's softs are falling away, and the medium runners, Earnhardt and Guy 420, are entering their optimal window. Strategy now becomes the story. Rage needs to do everything he can to keep these two behind him until he makes his pit stop. Behind them, Raw Racing and Mental are locked in a tight fight for 9th. Neither driver willing to yield. Earnhardt closes rapidly. The soft tires are really starting to struggle for Rage now. This has put Earnhardt in contention to take over the lead of this race. Rage considers pitting, but stays out. A bold gamble from him. Let's see if these softs last the full lap. Lap 5, and Earnhardt's going to make the move here. He goes to the outside. Oh no, wait, he's going to dip inside. What a great move by him. Clean, decisive. Rage's worn tires cost him grip and positions. Rage's gamble to stay out on soft tires cost him, as Guy 420 soon follows through. Rage has no answer and finally dives into the pits for mediums. On fresher rubber, Rage begins carving through the field, overtaking Mental pit stop on lap 8, and overtaking Raw Racing on lap 9. But with the leaders running in clean air, every second counts. Lap 9, and the leaders respond. Earnhardt, Guy 420, Ace, Rustic, and iCrazy all pit together. Empire and Andrew extend their stints. And look at this, fuel saving pays off. By conserving early, Guy 420 jumps Earnhardt during the pit cycle. Lap 10, now on softs, Rustick looks to make up ground on the faster compound. Earnhardt makes him fight for it as both drivers go side by side. Earnhardt has a snap of oversteer and slides, giving Rustick the advantage going into the final corner. Rustick takes 5th position. After the first stops are done, the order stabilizes. Rage on mediums, Guy 420 on hards, Rustick on softs, Earnhardt on hards, iCrazy on softs, Ace on softs, Empire also on the softs, and Froggy comes out on the hards. Rustick has made up a lot of ground on his soft stint as he also gets by Guy 420, claiming 2nd position. Strong move. By mid-lap 12, Rustick's soft tires begin falling away sharply. Guy 420 retakes the position as grip fades. Lap 13, iCrazy and Ace close on Earnhardt. iCrazy goes wheel to wheel for multiple corners with Earnhardt before finally edging through. Clean, committed racing. Lap 14, Rage, iCrazy, and Ace pit for hards. This should be their final stop of the race. Lap 15, Colonel Mustard's day officially ends with a disconnect. Lap 17, the fight for 9th between Raw Racing and Mental Pit Stop continues to simmer, just as intense as the battle up front. Running strong in 3rd, Andrew makes an unforced error into the wall. Damage and time lost. Moments later, another mistake allows Rage through. A painful sequence. Lap 18, Earnhardt pushes hard, gaining nearly 2 seconds before diving into the pits for softs. The undercut attempt is on. Guy 420 will need an exceptional lap on worn hards to defend the net lead. Froggy makes an unscheduled stop for damages, and Rustick is going to follow him in, committing to a bold 3-stop strategy. It worked last week at Yas Marinas, but will it work today? Even worse still, Froggy exits without fully repairing the damage. Lap 19, and with those untimely stops, Rustick and Froggy must fight through traffic to stay in contention. Rustick slices through efficiently, but Froggy continues to struggle. Another unforced error from Froggy, sending him into the wall, compounding an already frustrating race. The undercut? Not quite enough. Guy 420 retains the advantage. Lap 21, and the tension is palpable. The top 3 are covered by barely a second. Rage, now on hards, begins to struggle against fresher, soft runners behind him. Guy 420 makes the decisive move inside, overtaking Rage and claiming 1st position. Just behind them, Earnhardt dives down the inside. In 2 corners, Rage falls from first to third, just that quickly. In the battle for fourth, Ace overshoots turn 11 and iCrazy takes position. As the laps tick down, Rage begins to fade. By lap 22, Guy 420 leads, but Earnhardt is closing, inch by inch, corner by corner. By the start of the final lap, there is absolutely nothing between them. Final lap, and the racing between Guy 420 and Earnhardt is so intense, we're going to show you the full lap with little commentary. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. With only a few corners to go, desperation sets in. It's now or never. And there's contact. On replay, Earnhardt attempts to cut underneath, but the throttle application understeers the car. Guy 420 is caught in the crosshairs, a costly misjudgment. But watch this. Earnhardt lifts and gives the position back. A classy move after a fiercely competitive race. Congratulations to Guy 420 on the win. Earnhardt finishes second. Rage completes the podium. Not far behind, iCrazy claims fourth with Ace in fifth. Empire and Rustic follow. Rustic likely questioning why the 3-stop gamble didn't pay off this time. The fight for eighth delivers late drama. Raw Racing, Fraji, and Mental Pit Stop battle hard through the final corners. Raw Racing comes out on top, followed by Fraji, then Mental Pit Stop. Another race defined not just by speed, but by strategy, composure, and execution. We'll see you next week when these drivers take on Autopolis at sunset.